Hi, I hope you're having a wonderful day today. Today I am doing a tag that was started by Kat L. She tagged me and so did Mel in Melbourne. I am very slow to get around to doing my tags. I may be the last person to do this, but I will tag some ladies down below. If I don't tag you and you want to do this, consider yourself tagged. So this video is luxury regrets, best purchases, worst purchases. If I had a time machine and I could go back and tell my younger self, no, or yes, you're doing it right, what would I do? So I have 6 things to share with you, 3 positive and 3 negative. Before we get into that, my name is Melinda. If you're new to my channel, if you're returning, welcome back. I would love it if you would take just one moment, if you haven't already, and hit that subscribe button down below and that bell notification so you never miss a video. So we're going to start with a positive, which means unfortunately I guess we'll end with a negative, but that's okay. The first thing that I did right was always purchasing fine jewelry. Not always luxury branded fine jewelry, but fine jewelry. I get asked a lot. I have on my new pieces for my birthday today, and I get asked a lot, do you purchase non-branded jewelry? I couldn't even tell you how many times more non-branded jewelry than I do branded jewelry. I worked in a jewelry store in high school, and that is where my check went. It went right back into the jewelry store. I still have a few of those pieces. My parents always gave me jewelry as gifts. It was what I asked for all the time. And as a young adult, my mother-in-law, father-in-law, and my parents, almost every Christmas, some sort of gold piece of jewelry from both of them. And the first piece that I got from my husband, other than my wedding set, was when I was 22 years old, and I had been asking him, I said I want a big gemstone ring with diamonds, and he bought me this beautiful, hopefully it will focus on me, there we go. It's amethyst, and then there's diamonds around either side of the marquee. It's just beautiful. But so I started extremely young as a teenager purchasing fine jewelry, and then I got into luxury jewelry. The first pieces I purchased were from David Yurman, Lagos, and John Hardy. I was a huge sterling silver fan, and it took me a while to get into gold. But the first from like main luxury houses that we would, pretty much talk about on YouTube purchase that I ever got was my Chanel J12. I've had this at least 10 years, probably longer than that. I wanted this forever. I would leave sticky notes all over my husband's office or in his car, or I would just text him J12 when there was any holiday coming up. I ended up purchasing this for myself. He, however, did end up paying to upgrade to the diamond markers because he thinks that a watch is not jewelry if it doesn't have diamonds on it. And who's gonna argue with that? But this got me into wanting Chanel handbags, not the other way around. I never ever looked at Chanel handbags. I remember seeing one at some point when I was very young, maybe 22, 23. Didn't know what it was. I was at a restaurant and I thought it was gorgeous, but I had no earthly idea that it was a classic flat. But that's what it was. So number 2, something negative. I show these a lot in videos that they are a big regret, and that is my Christian Louboutin heels. These are the simple pumps. They are not that high for Christian Louboutin. I think they are his lowest millimeter heel. I don't know how tall they are, but I don't like heels. I don't like them, and I thought I needed them because everybody had them. So I got some, and I've worn them to 2 weddings and out to dinner a couple of times. They're not like that uncomfortable or anything because they actually have not super big heel, but I'm gonna wear, if it's wintertime, I'm gonna wear a pair of like cute boots, and if it's summertime, I'm gonna wear a pair of cute sandals. But they're good if I get invited to another wedding. But I would tell myself, don't do that. And one thing I did do correct, we were in London, I was trying on a bunch of Valentino Rockstead shoes, and I did not buy them. I was trying on boots, which were really pointy and really high-heeled and cute, but I did that right because I would not be wearing them. I know I wouldn't be wearing them. So the next thing that I think I did correct, well, I know I did it correct, in the Chanel Classic Flaps, the jumbo. I have it in the caviar leather with the silver hardware. This bag is a little over 4 years old, and it was $5,500 at the time and no tax. And today it is $8,500 plus 9.75% tax. So I'm super, super happy that I got this when I did. I have no regrets about not getting other colors. I have a video on why I stopped buying Chanel, and I will link that down below should you be interested in it. But I had 2 medium flaps at one time, and I always just reach for the black. Same with the jumbo. And this is the other one that I am so glad I got. I got it the same year as this one. I cannot remember the price. Whatever the prices are, these are always the exact same amount less than the jumbo, and I'm just blanking out, but I think it was like $4,800, $4,900. I think it was under $5,000. I'm sure it was under $5,000. But I love these bags. They're forever bags, and I'm so, so happy that I got them when I did. And when I made that Chanel video, I had no idea. I mean, I assumed that they would raise their price at some point this year, but I didn't know it was coming that fast and that high. So super happy that I did that. So back to a negative. This one I will try to insert some pictures of eye candy for you. New release bags without taking my time and really, really thinking about them and seeing how they worked for me, because I ended up selling them and for huge, huge losses, huge loss. One that stands out is the Louis Vuitton Kaisa. I got that one in the damier ebene with the rose ballerine. The strap on that, so thick, so uncomfortable on your shoulder. It just didn't mold well. The bag kind of was awkwardly open in a strange way. The Gucci Soho, I think it was called the tote bag at the time, had 2 giant G's. Everybody in my family and all my friends tried to talk me out of it. They're like, don't get it, don't get it, don't get it. And I thought it was beautiful at the time, but the chains were all hooked together on one strap, and you couldn't, if you were shopping, you had to take the entire bag off to open it, because it would, the way it was, it cinched it up, which made it secure when you had it on shoulder, but it also made it to where you just could not get in and out of it. Vernis bags, just the gorgeous with fingerprints all over them. Just things that I wish I would have waited on. Wallets on a chain. Everybody was into these Chanel wallets on the chain. They were the hardest things to find. I bought 2 of them. I sold them. I never used them. I bought a Gucci wallet on a chain, small, tiny bags, and new release bags. I would tell myself, don't do it, don't do it. I took several years to decide on these bags because I couldn't decide which size I wanted first, and I was extremely lucky. They did not go up during that time frame, but even if they had, it would be better to wait than to wait and to love it, and then to buy something now and take such a huge loss for it, because a lot of these bags just don't have resale value. I don't care what anybody tells you about their investments. Bags are not investments. And for that matter, I'm going to be very honest with you, neither is jewelry. I get asked which jewelry brand holds its resale value best. I personally have not sold any of my luxury jewelry. I sold one David Yurman bracelet, silver bracelet that was too big for me. That's it. But when I look on pre-loved sites, it doesn't hold its value either. So make sure it's things that you love that you're purchasing. So we're on number 5, something I think I did correct. I have purchased very, very little luxury costume jewelry. I have my entire luxury costume jewelry collection in front of me, which I'm going to share with you because there's only 4 items, so it'll be really quick to share these with you. I have a pair of earrings from Christian Dior, which I cannot remember when I got those. Is that not showing up? it's not doing a good job today, but they like kind of wrap around your ear and just say CD with a star, because I love celestial things. I wore these the whole week to my birthday and they were super comfortable. No regrets on any of these pieces, but not purchasing any more of these pieces. And actually, if you want to talk about resale value, Chanel costume jewelry actually does pretty good with resale value. But I still don't need any more. I got the classic CC studs, just with the little crystals, really pretty. And then 2 brooches that I got on sale. And I had mentioned in a video a long time ago about saying I would not be purchasing any more costume jewelry, that I didn't really wear these pieces. But I am wearing all of these pieces. They're not going anywhere. They're beautiful. There's the brooch. And I'm tempted to get just a plain CC brooch, but I don't need 3 brooches. I don't need 2 brooches. This one is my favorite. I love it because it's celestial, beautiful. So that is something I think I did pretty right, and that's been a hard one to stick to, because when you watch all these shows and you see all these ladies dressed up and they have the long CC necklaces on with like the pearls, and I think their costume jewelry, especially Chanel, is gorgeous, but to me, I would much rather invest in real jewelry that's not going to lose its color, all that stuff, you know. So the very last one is a negative, and I'm just going to insert a little clip from a video that I did recently, because I just kind of scrolled through some of my small leather goods. I bought way too many small leather goods over the past 4 years, definitely 4 years, but not so much before that. I have sold a ton of them. I'm just going to share just a tiny clip because I did do a video and it's all sitting over there. So, but I got so wrapped up in the new colors, the new releases, the limited styles from Louis Vuitton, mostly Chanel, but Louis Vuitton would get me here and there too. And it's so tempting. It's so tempting. I have 2 mini pochettes from Louis Vuitton, 2 mini pochettes from Louis Vuitton, Damier Ebene, and I have a monogram one, and I use them all the time, but I don't need another one. But it's so tempting. They're now coming out with these beautiful leather ones. They're gorgeous. I will not be buying any more small leather goods going forward. I don't switch them out enough, and I think that is just such a waste of money. And if I could go back and tell myself, you need a toiletry pouch in this size, a toiletry pouch in this size, a card holder, a small wallet, a medium wallet, a key holder, and that's really about it. I mean, you know, and that they don't have to be designer. I love my Longchamp small leather goods in their pebbled leather. It's just, they're gorgeous. I use them probably more than a lot of my luxury ones, but that was a huge mistake. So I would love to hear some of your luxury regrets and some of your things that you were happy that that you think that you did right. I hope you have an amazing day today. Take care. Bye-bye.